The city, as much as I remember it, its people downtrodden and their leaders more voracious. I yearn to return to Arcadia. The meta shift from Amelia and Lorelei have been taxing, but the concerns regarding Azazel must be addressed. If it's not him, then who? I did not think it possible, but I had almost forgotten about Azazel. It has been so long. Perhaps that's why the Watcher believes it may be the Legion. Or maybe it's just the humans doing what they do best.
Honestly, Hendrik, I don't think you've been worth the trouble. I brought you up to make things happen, not to deliver poor news.
And I did not commute to have you ride me about things I have no control of.
I could go so many places with that.
Shut it. The board is shutting you down, Parthena. They voted 5-4.
I know. Who was the odd man out?
There's no way of knowing. You know that the vote is anonymous.
The fools. They haven't even given Matthew time. He's only recently begun work in New Haven. So much for playing it straight.
In all fairness, you did inherit a bad situation. The books are a mess.
Exactly.
Marcus and the board don't care, though.
They're so quick to make a change. Have they forgotten what happens when I get bored?
I've heard the stories. Better question is, have you forgotten?
Well, we'll just have to be more careful, won't we?
Claire? I've been knocking for quite a bit.
I was getting ready. I need a moment.
Sure. Joseph told me you were back in Kingdom. Why didn't you go back to the house?
I preferred to be alone.
I get that. I must admit, I was surprised to hear you were back in Kingdom. I thought Amber was making things up. Hey!
As you can see, she was not lying. Both Amber and Joseph tell me you're doing well.
Straight to the point. No, sorry I left when you needed me most. It's not been easy, Claire. Nothing?
It's not that simple, Ed.
Anyways, I've had good days and some bad. But yeah, I've been adjusting.
I know it's not easy.
Got pretty deep there at moments, but Joseph helped me manage. He informed me that your presence was required elsewhere.
Good. Well, you're doing better than I feared.
Of course, I still have some choice words for Zachariah, though. Are you okay, Claire?
Like you said, good days and bad. It's good to see you. Let's find a place to talk. I'll finish getting ready. I could use some fresh air.
So, if I asked you to share with me where you went, would you tell me?
I could. but it would probably lead to more questions than answers.
I have plenty of those already.
I imagine you do.
Why did you return to the city? Joseph didn't share a lot with me.
Work.
But you don't work for Kleinologics.
No, but like Megan works for Joseph, I have someone who I report to also.
Really? Who?
Let's not go there, Ed.
Fine. Come to think of it, though, seeing all the loyalty among the clan members, Joseph cuts me a lot of slack. He doesn't ask me to report to him.
Most likely, Joseph despises the responsibility Zachariah left for him. While you're bound to Zachariah, you're not to Joseph and his clan.
Why does Joseph help then?
Joseph didn't become an elder by being careless. He's responsible for one's transition. If not, he runs the risk of being exposed to the humans.
What would have happened had I not pulled my shit together then?
Then he would have killed you.
Lucky me. You actually enjoy eating, don't you? It doesn't bother you?
I'm not your typical vampire, Ed. I like old habits. In any case, it will get easier for you.
That's what everybody says. You're not just a vampire. What are you exactly?
We're not here to talk about me, are we?
Fine. You said something about not being bound to the clan. What did you mean by that?
Well, you didn't take an oath, nor do you work for Kleinologics. So what's keeping you here in Kingdom?
The impression I was expected to.
It's best, especially during a transition, but no. Of course, it would be foolish to be ill-prepared when removing yourself from all the resources that have been made available to you.
Strength in numbers.
What was that?
Strength in numbers. It was something Zachariah told me before he left.
Well, at least he left sharing one of the strongest pieces of advice with you.
So leaving is an option?
You like the idea of that, don't you?
If it means I can get away from Amber, then yeah, I like the idea of that.
It's risky.
I imagine.
And dangerous. If you slip up, I could end up having to do my job.
Job?
As long as you don't reveal yourself to the humans.
It is a pretty big leap. I wouldn't know where to begin. I've been in Kingdom for a long time.
But it's what you want. To be out on your own.
Yeah, I think so.
Well then, Mr. Loomis, I will help you on your path out of Kingdom.
Ed? What's going on?
Well, what does it look like?
But where?
Look, let's not fool ourselves anymore. This relationship is all messed up. I think it's time for me to move on.
Have you spoken with Joseph?
No.
But where are you gonna go? It's not safe.
Amber, listen. I was hoping to be gone before you got back. Just give me a few more minutes and I'll be out of here.
Ed.
I understand this mutual relationship thing, but all we ever do is fight.
Ed.
It's not healthy.
Ed. Let me say something. You're right. I agree with you.
You do?
Yes, and that's why I've chosen to leave.
Wait. This shit doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? You can't just leave the clan.
Well, let me explain.
Joseph wouldn't allow it.
No. Typically, he wouldn't. I've been approached by Parthena to join her clan.
Who's Parthena?
That's what I thought. But apparently she's a matriarch of another clan here in Kingdom.
There's more than one?
Yes. And you were right about what you said about us fighting. I just don't know what's come over me.
Can you do that? Leave the clan?
Parthena has spoken with Joseph, and her house is short of day tenders. I've seen it done before, just I've never been a part of it. They trade us off to each other. It's easier than proselytizing someone new.
I never thought about it.
Welcome to what's become of my life. You are now part of the human trafficking cartel.
Hold on. Not me, Amber.
I know. I just don't feel like I'm taken seriously by anyone.
But you don't have to leave now. I'm the one stepping away.
It's too late. Joseph has already approved it.
I don't know what to say. Without you, I wouldn't have made it this far.
Someone would have taken my spot. They would have made sure of it.
Maybe. But you help me better understand. Whatever this vampire-human relationship thing is.
We used each other.
No. You helped me.
You mean that? The flowers were a nice effort.
That wasn't your thought at the time. You know, we didn't always fight.
Right. No, I will not listen. It's the right thing. Well, you're wrong. What? Really? That's what you're concerned with? Fine. Yes, I will become his mainstay. I'll call you when I'm back. Okay? Between you and Joseph, I'd swear I'm being babysat.
You know that's not true.
Don't you tire of being his errand boy?
You just won't cut Eric Hill any slack, will you?
Not yet.
Any improvements since I last saw you?
The meta shift? This is not the first time, Watcher. These things take time, you know that.
Just asking, Claire. And yes, we both know that the sister's, shall we say, unique. Have you learned anything new from it? And what about Azazel?
It may have been Azazel. Along with the Legion, there's not many that could influence Lorelei. She was messed up.
It looks like you're planning to go somewhere. Premature, don't you think?
It's just for a few days to help Ed.
Joseph has that well handled.
Maybe, but he needs to get away from Amber. It's just not a good fit anymore.
That's a rare occurrence.
It is.
And you intend to relocate Ed? Is that wise?
No, but getting him out of Kingdom is. There's too much of his mortal self here within this city.
And you're going to be the one to help? I don't think Arakel will think that's the best use of your time.
I don't care what Arakel thinks.
Yes, you do. You may be right, though. Ed handled himself just fine on the streets before the transition. I expect he can apply those same instincts now.
That's what I was thinking. I wasn't expecting him here, though. We were to meet.
I also have places to be, so I will excuse myself. I'll check in on Ed periodically.
Thank you.
Anything for Arakel?
You will disclose your contacts so we can sell off our remaining products. I'm starting to think you're like a big brother watcher. Making sure I don't get into trouble.
I wouldn't go that far, Parthena. Perhaps curious as to what you're up to, though.
You're no fun.
That is what I have been told.
I assume you're aware of the changes at Eternal Dynamics?
Yes, it's rather unfortunate.
Is it?
Yes.
Ah, Hendrik. Perfect timing. Have you ever met the Watcher?
Ah, the ever-watchful seer. No, I can't say that I have.
It's nice to meet you, Hendrik.
Hendrik has commuted to take Matthew's place.
Good. She will keep you busy, Hendrik.
That's a bit of an understatement, but I am up for the challenge. Parthena, the contractors will be here shortly.
Very well. Thank you.
I must get back. It was good to meet you, seer.
Replacing Matthew? That was quick.
He's no Matthew.
Nonetheless.
See? I'm becoming a more responsible watcher.
Amber, are you here? Amber!